Do you believe that just one ordinary glass of white vinegar from your kitchen can actually turn your home into a magnet for money, luck, and prosperity? Hello, I'm Master Han. Most people see vinegar as nothing more than a basic cooking ingredient. But in traditional Feng Shui, vinegar is considered a powerful energy cleanser. It has the ability to neutralize negative energy, purify bad airflow, and open the path for wealth and fortune to enter your life. When placed in the right spot, even a small glass of vinegar can refresh the energy in your home, activate prosperity, and help your luck finally begin to rise. There are 5 powerful spots in your house where placing vinegar can turn it into a true wealth magnet. Especially the 5th position. It is the one most people would never expect, yet it holds the strongest energy to retain money, gather blessings, and attract good fortune into your life. So make sure you watch this entire video to learn how to activate the prosperity energy that is already hiding deep within your home. But before we begin, go ahead and leave a positive affirmation in the comments. I welcome wealth into my home. Because the moment you write it down, the energy of abundance will already begin flowing your way. If you love practical, logical, and easy to apply Feng Shui knowledge, make sure to hit subscribe on Master Han, Feng Shui for Wealth, so we can grow our luck and strengthen the flow of wealth in our lives together every single week. So what exactly are those 5 powerful spots? Let us begin with the very first one. First spot, the bathroom. In Feng Shui, the bathroom is considered the area with the most unstable energy in the house. This is where we wash our bodies, but also where stale air, waste energy, and fatigue are released every single day. If this flow of energy is not handled properly, it can affect not only your health, but also flush your financial energy right down the drain, making it harder for luck to settle and causing the sense of prosperity in your home to slowly fade away. Why does this happen? According to Feng Shui principles, water represents wealth. It symbolizes the flow of money, abundance, and life energy. When the bathroom becomes a place where water is constantly flowing out, prosperity energy tends to flow out as well. This is especially true if the bathroom is damp, has unpleasant odors, or lacks natural light, all of which turn it into a leak point, where positive energy drains away without being renewed. A small glass of vinegar placed in the corner of your bathroom can help balance that energy flow. Vinegar has a yang nature and a mildly sour taste that can neutralize heavy, stagnant energy. When placed near the sink or drainage area, it absorbs old energy, clears out lower vibrational air, and makes the space feel noticeably lighter. It is like locking an invisible door through which wealth escapes, helping the energy in your home stay grounded and stable. For best results, place the vinegar in a clear glass cup to allow the energy to diffuse naturally. Change the vinegar once a week. When you replace it, pour out the old vinegar, rinse the glass, and refill it calmly with fresh vinegar. The most important part is being mindful, because Feng Shui is not just about physical arrangement, but about how you consciously infuse your energy into every detail of your space. If you pay attention, within a few days you will notice the air in the bathroom becomes fresher, the damp smell fades, and the heavy feeling disappears. It is not because vinegar is magical, but because the space's energy has been cleansed, allowing the natural flow to return to harmony. Second spot, the main entrance. In Feng Shui, the main entrance is seen as the mouth of energy, the gateway through which energy enters and spreads throughout your entire living space. Wealth, luck, health, and peace all start from this very door. If the energy flowing in is unclean or blocked by negative forces, then no matter how beautiful the interior might be, prosperity will struggle to take hold. The main entrance is not just a doorway for people, it is a transition zone between the energy inside and the energy from the outside world. Every time someone walks in, or you return home from work, outside energy comes along, sometimes joyful, sometimes exhausted, or even filled with stress and negativity. If these energies are not filtered, they will seep into your home and affect your mood, health, and even your financial decisions. A glass of vinegar mixed with salt placed near the front door acts as an energy shield. Vinegar purifies, salt absorbs negative energy. Together they form a natural air filter, neutralizing chaotic energies before they move deeper into your home. You can place the glass on a small shelf near the door, in a hidden but accessible spot for easy replacement. If placing a glass is not practical, dilute the vinegar and use it to wipe down the doorknob or door frame. It both cleans and activates positive yang energy. Every time you wipe the door, do so with the intention that you are clearing the path for fortune to enter and washing away anything that might block your luck. If you carry out this task calmly and mindfully, you will soon feel that your space becomes brighter, lighter, almost as if an invisible door has opened, allowing prosperity to flow in. Over the years, I have visited many homes where the owners complained, every time someone new visits, we suddenly have money problems or arguments. When I examined their homes, I found that the energy at the main entrance was extremely heavy, full of stagnant, negative chi that had not been cleansed regularly. After I guided them to place a glass of vinegar and salt next to the door and start wiping the entrance weekly, the change was almost immediate. The atmosphere became lighter, more peaceful, and their luck began to shift. This is not magic. It is the principle of energy interaction. When you keep your entrance clean and bright, good energy will naturally be drawn to it. Positive energy is attracted to order, light, and clarity, while negative energy sticks to chaos, darkness, and neglect. A clean, well-lit door protected by vinegar and salt is your first message to the universe saying, I am ready to welcome opportunities, luck, and abundance into my home. Third spot, the southeast corner of the house. On the Feng Shui energy map, the southeast corner is considered the wealth sector of the entire house. It is associated with the wood element, representing growth, expansion, and prosperity. When this corner is properly activated, the flow of wealth energy strengthens, supporting your business, expanding your financial opportunities, and smoothing your path in partnerships and collaborations. To understand why this spot is so important, we need to look deeper into the principle of the 5 elements. Wood is born from water, and when wood grows strong, it gives birth to fire, the element of fame and influence. So when you nurture the southeast corner, you are not just boosting money energy, but also opening the door to opportunities, credibility, and long-term success. A simple yet powerful way to activate this area is with a glass of white vinegar, mixed with 3 tablespoons of coarse salt and a few bay leaves. Vinegar cleanses, salt absorbs negativity, and bay leaves represent victory and honor. When combined, they form a balanced energy field that clears, attracts, and activates, purifying old energy, drawing in the good, and stimulating fresh growth. Place this mixture on a spot slightly elevated off the floor, where there is soft, natural light and good airflow. Avoid dark, damp areas or locations near trash bins, as that will compress the energy and prevent it from spreading. Keep the surrounding area tidy and enhance the space with wood element objects like a small round leaf plant, a wooden ornament, or green or teal colored decorations to support the energy flow. Within 2 or 3 days of placing it, you may feel the space become fresher and lighter. If during that time your work suddenly feels smoother or you receive unexpected good news about money, it is not a coincidence. Consistency is key. Replace the vinegar weekly, like a routine to refresh your fortune. Each time you do it, take a moment to focus on a feeling of gratitude and affirm silently, I open myself to receive the prosperity flowing into my life. When your inner state aligns with the energy of your space, positive changes will unfold naturally. Fourth spot, the bedroom. The bedroom is where your body rests, but it is also the space where your mind and inner energy are most deeply restored. While you sleep, your conscious mind shuts off and your subconscious, the root of your emotions, intuition, and even your luck, opens up. If the bedroom holds heavy, tired, or blocked energy, your sleep becomes shallow, your mind uneasy, and you wake up feeling drained, slowly weakening your luck without you even realizing it. On the other hand, when the bedroom is kept calm, clean, and energetically fresh, both your body and your mind recover together, naturally bringing back clarity and inspiration for your work and life. A small bowl of vinegar placed in a corner of the room or under the bed can help cleanse and balance this layer of energy. Vinegar has the ability to absorb negative vibrations in the space and neutralize stagnant energy, things that the eyes cannot see, but that deeply affect your mental and emotional state. However, you should avoid placing the vinegar too close to your headboard, since that area is the energy center of the brain, a space that needs to remain light and free. The vinegar should be placed in a discreet spot, away from direct sunlight, and should be replaced once a week. Each time you change it, do so in silence. Take a deep breath and hold a sense of gratitude. That quiet mindfulness enhances the cleansing effect, because your intention is part of the energy that flows throughout your home. After just a few days, you will likely notice a clear shift. The air in the room feels fresher, the heaviness fades, and your sleep becomes deeper and more restful. That is a sign the energy has been renewed. When you sleep in a space filled with clean, vibrant energy, your subconscious can naturally reset and awaken your intuition, which often leads you to wise decisions and timely financial opportunities. To boost the effect, you can place a small white quartz crystal or a dried bay leaf next to the vinegar. Both of these carry stable energy frequencies that support a peaceful environment and provide spiritual protection. Still, the most important factor is keeping the space tidy, open, and calm. A clean bedroom with minimal clutter is the ideal setting for wealth energy to slowly sink into your deeper consciousness, helping your good fortune grow from within. Fifth spot, the kitchen. If the bedroom is the realm of the subconscious, then the kitchen is the heart of the home, the source of life, warmth, and nourishment. In Feng Shui, the kitchen is ruled by the fire element, which represents growth, vitality, and abundance. It is where food is transformed. Food that fuels your body and sustains your life energy. Every vibration in this space directly affects your health, wealth, and family spirit. A smoky, greasy, or cluttered kitchen will block energy. When energy gets stuck, fire cannot circulate, and prosperity energy loses its flow. But when the kitchen is kept clean, bright, and balanced between fire, the stove, and water, the sink, it becomes the powerhouse of your home, generating warm, positive energy that supports lasting abundance. Placing a small glass of vinegar on a shelf or near the cooking area is an effective way to absorb some of the greasy, smoky, and conflicting energy. Vinegar's volatile nature makes it a natural air filter, helping to keep the energy field clean while softening excess fire energy. Do not place it too close to food or direct heat. Choose a high, visible, but safe and sanitary spot. Replace the vinegar once a week. Rinse the glass with warm water before refilling. Do this with focus and gratitude. In that moment, think about the prosperity energy being nurtured through every meal, every laugh, and every connection shared with loved ones. Besides clearing unwanted energy, vinegar also helps stabilize emotional energy in the kitchen. When the kitchen energy is harmonious, family members feel more relaxed, less prone to conflict, and the overall atmosphere becomes gentle. This creates a positive feedback loop, because a peaceful family environment is the true foundation for lasting wealth. In many cases, financial fortune does not come from instant effort, but from stable and aligned family energy. When the kitchen is properly activated, the fire element flows steadily, not too strong, not too weak. And when fire energy is balanced, wealth is naturally nurtured, like a warm flame burning steadily in every heart. This final spot is the convergence point, the sacred meeting ground where physical energy, like nourishment and warmth, blends seamlessly with spiritual energy, such as love, emotional connection, and a sense of belonging. Many people tend to overlook this powerful space, yet it is within those quiet, everyday moments, like preparing a meal with care, wiping down the kitchen counter with mindfulness, or simply replacing the weekly glass of vinegar, that the energy of abundance and heartfelt gratitude is gently reawakened layer by layer, breath by breath. So keep this humble glass of vinegar as a meaningful weekly ritual, not as an act of superstition, but as a deliberate, conscious practice. It serves as a real and symbolic way for you to stay aligned with the ongoing flow of wealth, well-being, and prosperity that already exists within the walls of your home, quietly supporting your life in ways you may not even realize. However, no matter how powerful those 5 positions might be, if you do not understand how to use them correctly, the energy of the vinegar can become saturated. Or worse, it may disrupt the energy flow in your home. That is why, before you begin, you need to carefully listen to the following important warnings. Vinegar is a highly absorbent substance. When placed in a living space, it acts like an energy filter, drawing in and holding on to stagnant air, low vibrations, or negative energy from the environment. Because of this, you should never use vinegar that is old, cloudy, or has been sitting for too long. Over time, vinegar becomes full of energy, meaning it has already absorbed all the negative energy it can hold. When that happens, it no longer cleanses. In fact, it starts to release back the very energies it had previously captured. You might notice this if the vinegar starts to smell stronger, turns a bit darker, or forms a thin film on the surface. That is a sign that it has expired, and if you keep it, it will reverse the energy flow. Instead of purifying, it will begin to contaminate. So always replace the vinegar after 24 to 48 hours. This is the ideal window, long enough to absorb negative energy, but not so long that it starts to release it. Changing the vinegar regularly is like refreshing your space, helping the energy field in your home stay clean, smooth, and alive. Pour out the old vinegar, wash the glass with warm water, and refill it with fresh vinegar. Do not pour the old vinegar directly down your kitchen sink. Instead, dispose of it into the ground or a separate drain. That action helps ensure the negative energy is flushed away and does not come back into your living environment. However, the key is not just in the vinegar itself, but in the energy you bring when you place it. Many people make a mistake at this step. They set the vinegar down while feeling angry, stressed, or anxious. Those emotions carry powerful frequencies. And because vinegar is sensitive to energy, it will absorb your emotional state instead of the energy of the room. When that happens, the cleansing effect is weakened, and in some cases, the surrounding energy may even become more chaotic. Before placing the vinegar, take a deep breath, hold it for a few seconds, and gently exhale to bring your mind into a calm, centered state. If it helps, you can imagine sending a wave of pure, clear light into the space. Once you feel peaceful, place the vinegar with a clear intention in your mind. I am purifying and balancing the energy in this place. That simple action helps the vinegar resonate with the frequency you intend, a frequency that is calm, light, and harmonious. And once you have mastered those key points, the next step is energy refinement. Small tips that create big results, helping your prosperity-attracting vinegar work more deeply and radiate more powerfully throughout your living space. First, pay attention to timing. Every day and every natural cycle carries its own energy frequency. If you perform this ritual during times when energy is rising, such as after an argument, a personal crisis, or during a new moon or waxing moon, the power of the vinegar to absorb and reset energy will be significantly amplified. These are times when the universe is renewing itself, and vinegar, with its cleansing properties, aligns perfectly with that cycle. After completing the ritual, do not forget to open your windows for a few minutes to allow fresh air to circulate. When the air is refreshed, positive energy flows more easily throughout the room, while old energy is carried out. This small step plays a big role in maintaining proper qi flow, a crucial factor in Feng Shui for abundance. Next, you can light a white candle or burn a stick of light incense right after the ritual. Candlelight and incense smoke carry strong yang energy. They help seal in the positive energy just created. As the candle burns, it not only brightens the room, but symbolizes new beginnings, warmth, and faith. If possible, take a few minutes to sit quietly, gaze at the flame, and feel the space becoming lighter and brighter. This is the moment when the energy is settling and expanding. Finally, here is a little-known but incredibly effective tip. Clean items that are directly connected to your finances, such as your wallet, your keys, jewelry, or work-related tools, right after the ritual. These items are energy contact points between you and the flow of wealth. When they are cleaned while your space is being energetically refreshed, they absorb new energy more powerfully. This helps you align all levels of your energy, from your space to your belongings to your internal frequency. However, be mindful not to do this ritual during a waning moon, especially if your goal is to attract or grow wealth. The waning moon carries an energy of contraction, closure, and release. Good for letting go, but not for inviting or expanding. If you want to eliminate negative energy or close out an old cycle, then the waning moon can help. But for activating wealth and attracting good fortune, wait for the new moon or the waxing phase, when the energy of the universe is rising, expanding, and full of life. And now you hold in your hands the complete method to activate the flow of prosperity energy right inside your own home. When your space is clean, your energy is flowing, and your inner state is aligned, abundance will naturally find its way to you and stay. Always remember, Feng Shui is not just about objects or rituals, but about the mindset you cultivate each day. Gratitude, calmness, and a conscious effort to care for your living energy. That is the true foundation of sustainable wealth. If you can already feel a shift in the positive energy around you, go ahead and write in the comments, "Vinegar is my magnet for prosperity." Let that affirmation be your declaration to the universe that abundance has already begun flowing into your life. And if you want to keep learning how to cultivate wealth energy through practical Feng Shui, make sure to subscribe to Master Han, Feng Shui for Wealth, so that each week we can explore new secrets together to help you build lasting fortune, inner peace, and a more abundant life, one day at a time.